Yep. Hello.
Hi there. Yes. Yeah. So we're just going to keep using this link, and
Yeah, unfortunately, that the only option for me now. Especially because yeah, Office for some reason, I don't know, maybe computer is not set up right or not, but the neither Zoom doesn't work, and then I mean it works, but you saw that couple of times my link was my connection was not too good, right? And
okay.
it's all yeah, and then also I tried Google Meet as well, but it didn't work either. I mean it connects, but it's very slow or something wrong. Yeah, so it was really difficult. So and then only Teams works, but the problem is once they allowed uh, individual teams to work on the allowed individual teams to record all these
To
like
record.
to record yeah, not to record, the record yeah, record conversation, but for some reason like it was just temporarily they disabled it again. Yeah, I don't know. I'll check on that probably
I mean, it's
occasionally, and whether they
yeah.
resume with it or not. Yeah.
It would just be easier because this one, when I connect to this link, it kicks me out of my account, and I have to join without an account. So there's just a little less continuity. But you have access to all the material. You know all the material. Any notes that I take, I can't share on this chat, but I can share on your personal account. You know, if I take
Yeah.
notes and that kind of thing, I can
Right.
share them.
At
So
least like I'm recording all this, so the I usually when I have time I kind of listen to the recording, and then I take notes, because like I also like I download all these let's say this monologue script, so that I can kind of point where you pointed out. So it yeah, that's not the kind of that works without it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, the recording is really the important part. So I have in my notes that you wanted to redo this one. I think we ended with this one last time, but in my notes it says you wanted to redo it today or start with this
Probably,
one.
yeah, yes.
Ferris wheel. This was the one where we left off.
Yeah, it might be. This might be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I need to. Sorry, I didn't prep for this. So.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to do it, we can do one of the, we can do one of the previous ones, one of the ones that you've already done. I mean, which whatever
no,
you want to do.
I think this is good. This is good. Let me do it. Yeah. So Hank, Ferris wheel. Right. Okay. And Hank shares a memory with a loved one. Hank. When I was 10 years old, I fell off a Ferris wheel at the carnival and died. Oh yeah, I remember that story. Yeah. I don't remember much, only being at the carnival, and then suddenly waking up pressed into the cold clayfish ground with my mother sobbing over me. The doctor said,
Okay. Yeah, real quick there. So
of course.
I have another student that kind of does the same thing. This last line, clayish ground with my mother sobbing over me. And we're only going to end on the last word on an up pitch if it's a question. So this one would be clayish ground with my mother sobbing over me. So if you're going to emphasize anything, you're going to emphasize the second to last word, or you're just going to say clayish ground with my mother sobbing over me. Just all in a downward pitch.
So put the like stress at the very, very first word, or second to the last.
It's either going to be the second to the last, but it's not going to be it isn't going to be the last. You said clayish ground with my mother sobbing over me. And we don't want to do that. We want to either clayish ground with my mother sobbing over me, or clayish ground with my mother sobbing over me, if you're going to emphasize anything.
Is that, but what's the difference between the second last and then the last is over,
well,
is very.
I'm just saying if you the ideal is clayish ground with my mother sobbing over me is not emphasize anything. I'm
Okay,
saying that if
but
you are going to emphasize something, it shouldn't be the
Okay.
last word when it's a general statement.
okay, clayfish ground with my mother sobbing over me. Yeah, clayfish ground with my mother sobbing over me. Okay, the doctor said, so the local papers printed. Okay, the doctor said, so the local papers printed that I'd been dead for 6 whole minutes before sitting up like nothing was wrong. Sorry, I'll do it again. The doctor said, so the local paper printed that I had been dead for 6 whole minutes before sitting up like nothing was wrong. Nothing was wrong.
No, or
She's been-
no, either way, like nothing was wrong. Just the
Nothing was
regular.
wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing was wrong. Yeah. Okay. The doctor said, so the local papers printed that I had been dead for 6 whole minutes before sitting up like nothing was wrong. Okay. Medically, I was fine. I don't even miss school.
Didn't even in school.
Oh, I didn't even miss school. Yeah.
That's right. That was perfect. So what
Yeah.
what he's saying there is the doctor said, or so the local papers printed anyway, right? That's what he's saying, or so the local paper printed that I'd been dead for 6 whole minutes. So he didn't get it from the doctor. The doctor said, and that's according to the papers,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, according to the papers, because he never heard from the doctor. He was 6.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So that was whole minutes sitting up like nothing was wrong. That's what you want to do. You just want to go down if there's a period. You're only going to go up in pitch if you decide to pause or if there's a question.
Sorry, I don't follow it. Say it again. Like.
So you're only going to go up in pitch. Medically, I was fine. I didn't even miss school, right? If you are going to emphasize something, I think about it sometimes, right? You're gonna do it in those pauses, maybe, right? Where you see a comma, that's where you're gonna go up in pitch, if you want to. And then if it's a question, but if it's just a period, you're just going generally down pitch.
Medically,
down.
Yeah. I didn't. Sorry. Generally down pace, like kind of a go down, like a.
Yeah.
I didn't even miss school.
Exactly.
Okay. Medically, I was fine. I didn't even miss school. Yeah. Okay. I think about it sometimes. Not as much as you might expect, but definitely in those crossroads time. Okay. But definitely in those crossroad times, like now, when there's a clear, better path than the one we seems to be headed down.
Headed down, yeah.
Headed down.
Yeah, headed down. Better path than the one we seem to be headed down.
The better path than the one seems to be headed down. The better path than one we seem to be headed down. Yeah, but yeah, I think about it sometimes. Not as much as you might expect, but definitely in those crossroads times, like now, when there's a clear, better path than the one we seems to be headed down.
That was perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really good.
Good, thank you. I think about fate, string theory, parallel universe, all the stuff I pretend to understand when I was at parties. I'm at I'm at party. I'm at, oh yeah, the same,
Well, you're
over,
saying when I
over
was
now.
at parties. Yeah, I'm just saying. Uh, I think about fate, string theory, parallel universes, all the stuff I pretend to understand when I'm at parties.
All the stuff I pretend to understand when I'm at parties. Yeah. I think about the fate, string theory, parallel universe, all the stuff I pretend to understand when I'm at the party.
When
I
I'm at
think
parties. Yeah, you don't when I'm
when
at
I'm
parties. Just down, yeah.
when I'm at parties, yeah. Yeah. It's difficult. Why? Yeah, like when we say my mother sobbing over me is going up and down, right? When I'm up,
If you're gonna do anything at all. But you don't have to, right? All the stuff I pretend to understand when I'm at parties. You just it's a statement, so you're just gonna go down. If anything, you might emphasize all the stuff I pretend to understand, right? You might emphasize the verb, something like that. But you don't have to. You can just go straight down. It's just a statement, so you're just gonna go in
okay,
a downward
just
pitch.
statement. Okay.
Mm.
But the mother sobbing over me, it can be also just going straight down as well.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Clay's ground with my mother sobbing over me. If you're
Okay.
going to do anything, Clay's ground with my mother sobbing over
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
But you don't have to.
Okay, okay. I think about the world where I never woke up. I wonder if it's better than the one we are in right now. Okay. Once after I told the story to a particularly gloomy partner of mine, they asked me if I considered myself dead-like. Oh, sorry, not dead, but dead. Okay, dead, like I'm okay. They asked me if I consider myself dead, like I'd never actually woken up or at all. Yeah. They asked me if I consider myself dead, like I'd never woken up. I've never actually woken up at all. The almost gleefully, no, gleef, they almost, yeah, so these dash, I always confuse. It's not connecting dash, it's a pause dash.
Well, this
all
one,
the time.
no. You notice this one's smaller. So this is the pause dash. This is the pause dash, and this is just a hyphen. So it's
okay, that's hype. Okay.
Yeah, they almost gleefully. So it's just one adjective that they're creating.
Okay. So I was
Or
right in the
adverb.
sense of the okay.
Mm-hmm.
They almost yeah. They almost gleefully told me about this condition called Cotard syndrome, where a person might believe that they're dead or lost their soul. Yeah, short of, yeah. Oh, sorry, long
It's
O,
soul.
yeah.
It's just that OL soul.
Soul.
Like bowl.
Like what?
Like SOLE, like the soul, you're right, the soul thing, the only thing, soul. But
yeah,
this
soul.
SOUL is like your Christianity, like your soul, right?
Yeah,
But they're
soul.
pronounced exactly the same, like soul survivor, right? The only survivor, SOLE.
Yeah, soul.
Same pronunciation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. So where a person might believe they're dead or lost their soul.
They died or lost their soul.
Yeah, they've died or lost their soul. We broke up a few weeks later.
Yeah, that's just so. They almost gleefully told me about this condition called, I don't know how to pronounce this, Cotard or Cotard syndrome, where a person might believe they died or lost their soul. We broke up a few weeks later, so
We
it's
broke
just a
up a
matter
few
of,
weeks later. Yeah.
yeah.
they almost greedy told me about this condition called whatever syndrome, where a person might believe they're dead or lost their soul.
They died or lost their soul.
Yeah, they've died or lost their soul. Okay, but I think about that too. For all the fate and chance, for all the paths taken, whether I really exist or not, and whether or not I'm dead or alive, it's brought up. It's all brought me here too. It all brought me here too. It all brought me here to you. Yeah.
That's right.
It
Yeah,
all brought me here to you. Yeah.
there you go. Nice, and it all brought me here to you. Just matter of fact, right? So if anything, but I think about that too, right? I think about if you're
What do you think
gonna
about that?
emphasize, you're gonna emphasize these pauses for all the fate and chance, for all the paths taken, whether I really exist or not, and whether or not I'm dead or alive. And whether or not I'm dead or alive, it all brought me here to you. So you
Whether I
can,
really exist or not, whether I'm dead or alive, yeah, it's brought me here too. Yeah.
it all brought me here to you. Yes. So try that one without stopping. You're not going for perfection. Just do those up pitch when you see the commas.
Yeah. But I think about that too. For all the fate and chance, for all the paths taken, whether I really exist or not, and whether or not I'm dead or alive, it's all brought me here to you.
There you go. I like
Yeah.
that. Whether I really exist or not, and you emphasize and, which I like, and whether or not I'm dead or alive. It all brought me here to you. Yes, I would do
Yeah.
that. I like that. And is a good, like when there's not a comma, it is also still a good word to emphasize. Don't forget your is, right? Universe is, because you read that a couple
Universes.
times. Yes, and you didn't ever pronounce the plural. And so I wrote
Right.
that down. And then remember for car, right? We want to do that full
Car,
Australian carnival.
carnival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, that's right. I wrote those down. So don't forget those plurals.
Yeah.
All right. This time I want to do the next one that's up, and I just want you to loosen up. Okay,
That's
this one's short. Let me make it a little bigger there. So we're gonna. I think the guy's name is Gripe. We'll just say it doesn't matter what his name is. So he's in an alley bar, and he's talking to his friend Ollie after he was released from police custody. So you're the guy. So look at this. We got some exclamations. We got some commas. So you're gonna be doing a lot of up pitch
okay.
for those not commas, for those question marks and commas. And we've got a couple of like
Okay.
italicized stuff. So this is okay. This is a good one.
Yeah, but at least it seems like a less shorter monologue each sentence is, because each sentence, yeah, because like that I struggle because it's not my word.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to, yeah, but this one like a shorter looks easier. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I told them nothing, obviously. Well, nothing that they didn't already know. I mean, oh, sorry. Well, nothing that they didn't already know. I mean, you know, they know I'm involved, but like not too involved. Like I was there, but I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. So you might. So yeah, that's okay if you said they know I'm involved, but like not too involved. That's fine. That's perfect. You don't have to pause so much, but that's. I mean, the comments are there, so that was really good. That was good.
Okay. So I told them what they already know, the things they have spoken to. it's difficult. The things they, sorry, have to know if they have spoken to you and Sam. Okay, the things they'd have to know if they have spoken to you and Sam and Fan and wait, what did you tell them? Did Sam and Fan say something to you? What did they say?
What did they say?
What did they,
You ever-
what did he say? What did they what did they say? What did
Yeah,
they say?
What did they say? So you said, if you read it, what did they say? Now you
Yeah.
could say that. What did they say? You could say that actually, now that I think about it. Hey, they say something to you? What did they say? Or, but in this situation, probably, what did they say? Right? You're just
Yeah.
emphasizing that. Now, here in this sentence, so I told them what they already know, the things they'd have to know. And you're probably going to emphasize
Sorry,
have.
where was it? Oh yeah, okay.
We're right at the beginning. So
Yep.
you're probably going to emphasize have, or you emphasize to know. The things they'd have to know, you said, and you probably think he's saying, so I told them what they already know. The things they'd have to know if they'd spoken to you and Sam and wait, what did you, right? And then the thing they'd have to know if they had already spoken to you. So you're probably going to emphasize that in this situation.
Yeah. I don't fully understand what he wanted. The things they'd have to know.
The cops, they is the cops.
No. But what do you mean by they'd have to know? Like they would know if they have spoken to you. So because they haven't spoken to you, they don't know yet. But they will
Well,
eventually know. That's what he wanted to say.
I think he's realizing that I told them what they already know, the things they'd have to know if they had spoken to you guys. And then he's like, wait a second, wait, what did you tell them? So they already kind of told him, right? They know I'm involved, but like not too involved. Like I was there, but I wasn't doing anything. So I told them what they already know, which is, I guess, nothing.
Yeah.
And now he's like paranoid. Wait, what did you guys tell him?
Yeah. The things they'd have to know. They'd have to know if
They'd have to know.
They'd have to know. Yeah. The things they'd have to know if they'd spoken to you and Sam and Fan and wait, what did you tell them? What did you tell them? So in this case, what did you tell them? Yeah. What did you say to
You
them?
could say, what did you tell them? Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Did Sam and Fan say something to you? What did they say?
What did they say?
What did they say? What did they say? Yeah. It's a sad situation, she said. One of the detectives. It's a sad
So he's quoting
okay.
the cop. It's a sad
Yeah.
situation, she said, one of the detectives. I think she was a good cop. So he's telling you what the cop said.
Okay. It's a sad situation, she said. One of the detectives. I think she was a good cop. Had a real mom energy. Not like the other one. Who was a dick. Real stereotype of a dick cop. So the mom once says, it's a sad situation. I don't think you meant to do this. You or your pal, Ollie. So then I'll think she thinks it was Sam and Fan, Only it. They never mind. Only it. They never mind. Just yeah, difficult to mimic. I think there's a way out of it. I think there is a way out of this. We have options, but only if we come in now, together, she says. What do you say? What do you say?
What do you say? Yeah, what do you say?
What do you say? What do you say?
So in this one, you're saying, so the mom one says, it's a sad situation. I don't think now you're either going to say, I don't think you meant to do this, you or your pal Ollie, or you're going to say, I don't think you meant to do this, you or your pal Ollie. So then and then you go on. So you have options about what you're going to emphasize, if you're going to emphasize anything at all. But
Right.
in the same, I don't think you meant to do this, you or your pal Ollie. You could
I
also
don't
just
think you
matter
meant
of
to do this.
factly, right? Just because it's just a general statement. So you can just kind of, it's a sad situation. I don't think you meant to do this, you or your pal Ollie. You might emphasize or,
Right.
but the last line, yeah, you did great. I think there's a way out of this. We have options. Only if we come in now together, she says. What do you say? Right? So she's telling her friend, this guy Ollie, who the cop doesn't think they did anything, but they have to come together. They have to come in together, apparently. So let's take it. Let's do this time. Look at this one, fess up. Okay, over.
Yep.
And then we'll start here. We'll do this next time to warm up. If you've had a chance to review the video,
Right. Okay.
maybe read it again and figure out exactly what's going on also. And then maybe it'll be easier that way. I'll put in,
Okay.
I thought in terms of articulation, everything was really good here. I did write down carnival. You want to do the
Carnival. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Carnival. Yeah.
that's correct. And then universe is don't forget that plural.
Universities. Yeah. Okay.
All
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
And then we'll start up with fess up. Yes. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Bye. See you.
Bye now.
Bye.